suggested additional conditions for me?
Yes, so we've got a selection based on the recommendations that you had earlier. The first three, the first three I've just sent across to Mr. Perkinson. Have you not received them? Let me try again. We can go through them anyway. Yeah, if I do it to the same address again. That is the right spelling on surname, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I've just sent those over again, but we can read through them now. So we've all got to hear of them.
Is it at all possible to just print them off?
Yeah,
I've got my printing cards on the
okay, don't do that.
on the desk, so I'll put that
Might
down.
be easier, and then it saves me writing them all down and everybody can see them.
Okay, we just sent those to be printed.
Yeah. Thanks.
Is that something that will just take a few minutes? Yeah, okay. Should we just jump ahead and carry on, and then as soon as the conditions appear, we can pick those up? So I think everybody's here now, aren't there's nobody not come back. So I'm about to close and go on site. Has everybody said everything that they want to say, apart from the conditions, obviously without prejudice? Is there anything else that either party want to? No? Okay. Are there any applications for costs? No. And then we just need to make the arrangements for the site visit. So obviously I'll do the site visit on private land first. And I'll need to be accompanied by a representative of the appellant and the council. So who will be attending? So the three of you? You're, so I think it's entirely up to you. So the two of you, yeah, okay. And then
Okay, it'd be myself and Mr. Partridge.
okay. Okay. Was there anybody else who wanted to attend the site visit? Do you? Two of you. Is that okay? That they come along? Okay, thank you. Thank you. So in terms of getting on site, it takes about 40 minutes, does it, to get there?
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on traffic. Okay, so I'll travel on my own, and then we can just park up in your drive, can we, and see the site from there. Are there any health and safety issues on the site? Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll stick a head in the door and have a look. Okay, thank you for that. And there's no outstanding documents apart from the conditions then? No. Okay, right. Let's talk about these conditions. Right, who wants to take me through the suggested conditions?
So we've gone for three that hopefully should cover the points that you'd raised at the end of the first session. So we've got design details for rear extension, which would read, no development with regard to the proposed rear extension shall take place until the following plans have been submitted and approved in writing by the local planning authority. That's a 1 to 20 part section, 1 to 5 eaves details, 1 to 5 head sill jam, 1 to 5 link verge detail, 1 to 5 glazed screen, and a 1 to 5 louvre on the south facing gable. And then you can see the reason below as well that would be applied to that.
Okay. Are you happy with that condition? Okay, that seems reasonable to me.
And then moving on to servicing, details of services to be agreed before they are installed, full details of the siting appearance and materials to be used in the construction of all extractor vents, heater flues, meter boxes, air bricks, soil and vent pipes, rainwater goods or any other external accretion shall be submitted to and agreed in writing by the planning authority. The work shall be carried out only in accordance with agreed details, and then the suggested reason below. This one we'd found on, I can't remember which council website, but it's been used quite widely.
Okay. Mr. Parkinson, is that okay with you? There was a mention of an alarm boxes. Are you putting a intruder alarm on? Will you need a box for that? Right, okay. I think I saw it in something somewhere and I just wondered whether to put that in, so it just means that if you did.
I haven't really thought about that level of detail, but it does.
But it potentially saves you from coming back for listed building consent, doesn't it? So can we pop alarm box in as well? Yeah.
I've never asked for an LBC for an alarm box in.
Well, you never know
47
where
years.
it might be.
The one that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah.
And then moving on to the schedule of works condition. Schedule of works, subject to being agreed. Prior to the commencement of works, a detailed methodology shall be submitted to and agreed in writing. This should include a full schedule of works which comprehensively addresses timber frame repairs, external window and door repairs, limecrete replacement floors, insulation, internal external render and plaster repairs, and paint removal technique, and then with the following reason below.
Okay. Yeah, I think that picks up everything that I had suggested. Is that okay with the appellant on your side? Yeah.
And then on to the final one, apologies, I didn't put a title on that. I want to separate it. We haven't done the reason for that yet, but this one we've sort of briefly discussed, which is the linking condition. No development shall take place with regard to the proposed rear extension until the works identified within the schedule of works have been completed to the ground floor of the existing building as shown on drawing number 912 A3 310 revision E.
What are those works in the schedule then? Schedule.
So it will relate to the new schedule of works condition that would be applied as well. So it'd be any of those works within there that relate to the rooms within that ground floor area.
Have you got any comments on that at all?
Yes, a couple. I know I've said it twice before, I'll say again, that would only be necessary if harm was identified from the rear extension.
Yeah.
But secondly, even if harm is found, you may find that that's outweighed by the demolition of the existing extension, in which case there would be no justification for tying the new extension to the internal work.
Right, okay.
So we'd want.
So first is for me to determine harm, if there is any.
Then if you find that demolishing and making good the existing extension is sufficient to outweigh that.
Yeah,
We'd want an option that tied the new extension just to that element of the proposal.
sorry,
We'd want an option that tied the new extension just to that element of the proposal.
taking down the extension.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so it would only be if you found that it's the demolition of the existing extension and the internal works were needed to outweigh the harm.
Yeah.
That this condition would kick in. We do also say that it's inherently unlikely that the new extension would be built without any internal repair works, just
yeah,
for the reasons which will probably be apparent from the site visit. So we don't actually think the conditions needed at all, but
Okay.
obviously you may disagree with that.
yeah. But there's kind of three triggers, aren't there, as to whether or not it would be appropriate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, is the council happy with that summary?
Yeah,
Yeah.
happy with that.
So I think that covers everything. Does anybody want to discuss anything else about conditions? Happy? Okay. So, what time is it now? It's 2:15. So should we say 3 o'clock on site? Does that, or maybe a bit, should we say 15:15? 3:15 on site? So, well, I'm just thinking I've got to get to my office, collect my stuff, get to the car. I mean, it could be sooner, but we've got to get through Newmarket, haven't we? So let's say 3:15. Did anybody else want to say anything before I close the hearing? No? Okay, thank you all for your contributions today, and the hearing is now closed. Thank you. Say anything before I close the hearing? No? Okay, thank you all for your contributions today, and the hearing is now closed. Thank you. Say anything before I close the hearing? No? Okay, thank you all for your contributions today, and the hearing is now closed. Thank you. Say anything before